So then I realized that if I stayed with the press, I'd be doing the same thing 10 years from now. Because all the promotions and executive positions are held down by men.
Oh, come on now. I can't believe that they're all...
Sure, there are office jobs for women, like typing, taking shorthand. Or do you want to work at a switchboard 8 hours a day saying, "Hello, Mr. Jones. Just a moment, Mr. Jones."
Excuse me, could you tell me where David Ellister's room is?
Certainly. That's room 148, just down the hall, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Chopra? Dr. Chopra.
Now, those women seem very happy in their jobs.
Sure. How many men can you find to change sheets or empty bedpans?
Oh, come off it.
Tell me, doctor, how many professors in your department are women?
None, but that doesn't mean there couldn't be.
See, you're just like the rest of them. The reason there aren't any women in good jobs is because the jobs don't exist.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I can't agree with that.
Of course you can't, because it's men like you who make it that way. And boy, men make all the choices.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you something, young lady. If I had my choice in the matter, you'd be sitting on your liberated ass back in that sheriff's department instead of out here with me where you don't belong in the first place. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blow up at you like that, but what I meant was you have your job and you should be happy.
Oh, I'm happy.
Dr. Levinson?
Excuse me, you David Ellister?
Sure am.
I'm Tom Parkinson.
Hi, Tom.
And Bradley?
Hello.
Well, hello. You two with the press or something?
No, we're working with the sheriff's department. We're investigating some snake bite cases, and I understand you were attacked by snakes?
God, you'd better believe it. There must have been 50 of them.
Well, could you tell us exactly what happened, and Miss Bradley will take notes, that is, if she doesn't mind.
Well, I'd been airborne most of the afternoon. About 6:30, I radioed in for a tow, because I didn't have enough lift to make it back to the field. So I set her down, opened the canopy, got out, walked back by the tail, and about that time I heard some kind of buzzing noises, like those mariachi, you know, those things they use in the Latin bands. Then I saw the snakes coming along the ground right towards me. And there were dozens of them. Well, I turned and ran for the cockpit, but there was one coiled on the ground in front of me, and I had to jump over him to get in. And I felt a sharp pain in my leg, and I knew he got me. But I dove into the cockpit, because by then the rest of them were right on my tail. My leg felt heavy, and as I pulled it in, I could see he was still hanging on to me with his fangs buried in my calf. I grabbed a hold of him, but he hung on like a vice. And then he let go, and he spun around, trying to bite me in the hand, too. He was thrashing his body all over the cockpit. I finally got him outside, threw him as hard as I could. He hit the ground, and I closed the canopy.
What did you do then?
Luckily, the tow plane arrived a few minutes later, brought me in. Well, my leg felt like it was on fire.
You were really lucky. You say there were 50 snakes?
Oh, well, maybe not 50, but 20 or 30 anyway. They were all over out there.
Tell me, did they move in an S-shaped manner or kind of like a corkscrew?
Hell, I don't know. What do you need to know that for?
Well, it'll tell us whether we're dealing with a diamondback or a sidewinder.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'd say they seemed to come pretty much straight towards me. It's hard to tell. It was almost dark. I couldn't even describe the one on my leg, except that it was a rattlesnake and a mean one.
Well, that's all right. You've been a big help to us. Appreciate it. Oh, one last thing. I wonder if you could point out on this map where the glider landed.
Sure. It was right there. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I miss the field again after dark, I'm going to stay in the cockpit until the tow plane arrives.
I know what you mean. Well, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Glad to help. Say, if you'd like to go gliding sometime, just let me know.
We'll do that. Thank you.